Lovely viewers, gather around because Hye Kyo and Minho have just stepped out in public flaunting what looks unmistakably like matching diamond rings. And trust me, the symbolism is impossible to ignore. Picture this moment with me, dear viewers. The cameras flash, fans gasp, and suddenly, every little detail becomes a clue. Every glance between them, every subtle smile, every gesture that feels like a message meant for the world. And you, my lovely audience, get to experience it all as if you were right there with them. It all happened during what was supposed to be a casual appearance. A charity event, low-key and wholesome, the kind of place celebrities attend without expecting any major gossip. But when Minho and Hye Kyo arrived, nothing about their presence felt casual. People noticed instantly. Their outfits were simple, elegant, but it was their hands that drew everyone's attention. On the same finger of each hand, a glittering diamond ring. Matching in design, matching in shine, matching in meaning. Imagine fans gathering on both sides of the walkway, whispering to each other. "Are you seeing what I'm seeing?" Phones lifted, zooming in. And the moment the footage hit the internet, the global fandom did what it does best. Analyzed, rewound, paused, zoomed, compared, and screamed. Some fans claim the rings symbolize commitment. Others say it's a promise. Some are convinced it's a silent announcement meant to tease the world. And a group of eagle-eyed fans even pointed out that both rings have tiny engraved patterns that look strikingly similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. Now imagine the interaction between them as they walked. Minho glancing down at Hye Kyo with a soft smile, the kind that tells 1,000 untold stories. Hye Kyo brushing her fingers against the ring, almost unconsciously, as if she's still getting used to its presence. At one point, their hands nearly touched, and fans shrieked so loudly the clips went viral within minutes. Lovely viewers, tell me, when two people wear matching diamond rings in public, without hiding, without hesitation, what does it tell you? But the moment that broke the internet happened when a reporter bravely asked, "Are those couple rings?" The crowd froze. Cameras locked on their faces. Minho gave a tiny soft laugh, just enough to send fans running in circles. Hye Kyo simply smiled and nodded slightly, not as confirmation, but as a gentle acknowledgement that she knew exactly what everyone was thinking. That silent, subtle response felt like a message directly to the fans. Believe what you want to believe because maybe, just maybe, you're right. The ring itself is a masterpiece. White gold band, perfectly cut diamond, classic yet modern. But it's not the ring that matters. It's the boldness behind wearing it. No press release. No official statement. Just pure confidence between two people who know the world is watching and are no longer afraid to let the whispers flow. And the reactions online. Absolutely explosive. Some fans posted comparison photos saying, "This is the same design couples choose before engagement." Others wrote emotional comments like, "We've waited years for this moment." Meanwhile, Korean media outlets began using terms like symbolic, intimate, and meaningful connection, hinting at a larger story behind the scenes. Even celebrities close to both stars reacted subtly, with emojis, likes, and cryptic comments, adding fuel to the fire. Now let's make this interactive, my wonderful viewers. Imagine you're in the crowd that day. The wind is soft, the environment filled with excited murmurs. Suddenly you see them walking toward you. Their rings sparkle under the sunlight. What's the first thing you would think? What would you shout? Would your heart freeze? Would you start recording? Or just scream and forget to press the record button altogether? And now imagine being Hye Kyo or Minho for a second. You know fans will notice the rings. You know headlines will explode. But you still walk out, hand relaxed, ring shining, not even trying to hide it. That confidence. That warmth. That quiet boldness. It makes the moment feel more like a declaration than an accident. The matching rings have now become the hottest subject online, with fans debating whether this is the official sign of a deeper relationship milestone. Some believe a proposal happened privately and the rings are the first hint. Others think it's symbolic of unity, a promise ring representing loyalty and affection. And of course a large group, your fellow viewers, are already planning imaginary wedding themes, colors, venues, and outfits. But one thing is certain. Lee Minho and Hye Kyo knew exactly what they were doing. Their rings weren't hidden. They didn't rush past cameras. They didn't cover their hands. In fact, the way they moved suggested they were comfortable. Proud, even. And when two top stars who guard their privacy so carefully choose to reveal something so intimate, it means the connection is real enough to show the world. Lovely viewers, what do you think? Couple rings. Engagement rings. A love story too strong to hide. One thing is sure. The chemistry between Hye Kyo and Lee Minho continues to blossom right before our eyes. And if this is just the beginning, then prepare yourselves. Because more breathtaking moments might be coming, and you will be here with me to enjoy every single one. Let me know in the comments what you believe the rings mean. Are we witnessing history? Are the long-awaited rumors finally becoming true? And how should the world prepare if they decide to drop an official confirmation out of nowhere? Let's pick up right where we stopped, because the story unfolding before our eyes is only getting sweeter, deeper, and more thrilling. The moment those matching diamond rings flashed in public, the world spun into excitement, but what followed afterward made everything even more intriguing. So come closer, settle in, and let's dive right back into it together. After their appearance at the charity event, when the photos and clips had already exploded online, something interesting happened behind the scenes. Something that made fans even more certain that those rings meant more than just accessories. Multiple eyewitnesses who were present later that evening said that Lee Minho and Hye Kyo didn't leave separately. They left around the same time, smiling gently as if sharing an inside joke. And viewers, you already know how fans react when even the tiniest detail appears romantic. Complete chaos and celebration. Some fans shared online that when Lee Minho was walking toward his car, he paused for a moment as if waiting. Moments later, Hye Kyo appeared with her manager, and he glanced at her ring with a soft, knowing smile. The glow on his face didn't look like a casual reaction. It looked like pride. The kind of pride someone has when they're sharing something meaningful with a person close to their heart. But what makes this even more beautiful is how unbothered they were by the attention. No rush, no panic, no covering their hands. It felt almost like a silent agreement between them. Let them see. Let them wonder. We're not hiding anymore. Lovely viewers, imagine being there. Imagine the cool evening breeze, the murmurs of fans, the clicking of cameras. Imagine the way their rings sparkled under the streetlights as they moved. Imagine how the air must have felt charged, thick with emotion, curiosity, and excitement. It was as if the universe paused just to highlight this moment. And the reactions continued to explode in waves as soon as these details surfaced online. Fans started tagging jewelry experts, asking for insights. And guess what? A few professionals chimed in with surprising comments. They mentioned that the rings appeared to be a custom couple design, not something off the shelf. The diamond cut, the band design, the subtle engraving, everything looked intentional. One expert even suggested that the rings seemed like they were crafted specifically to symbolize partnership. That revelation alone sent the fandom spiraling into theories. Now here's where it gets even more fascinating, lovely viewers. Some insiders claim that Hye Kyo was seen earlier in the week visiting an upscale boutique known for private jewelry consultations. And Lee Minho, according to a separate fan sighting, was spotted entering a luxury jeweler's location around the same time. Of course, nothing is confirmed, but the timing is almost too perfect. Let's make this interactive again. Imagine being a staff member at that jewelry store. You look up and suddenly see one of Korea's biggest stars walking in quietly, requesting designs for a special piece. You watch as they study diamond shapes with thoughtful eyes. Would your heart jump? Would you freeze? Would you scream internally? Now imagine seeing another superstar walk in days later asking for something eerily similar. Would you start connecting the dots? Would you tell yourself this is bigger than just fashion? Lovely viewers, the thrill doesn't stop there. After the charity event, online detectives. Yes, the same fans who can solve mysteries faster than entire investigation teams, began studying past photos. And what did they find? Little moments where Hye Kyo and Lee Minho seemed to coordinate subtly. Matching color palettes at events, similar accessories, even their airport styles occasionally aligning. Fans now believe these were all hints, quietly dropped before the grand reveal of the rings. And here's something even more heart-fluttering. A fan who attended the event shared that at one point, Hye Kyo brushed her hand near her hair, and the ring caught the light perfectly, leaving a tiny sparkle that made the entire crowd gasp. Another witness said that Lee Minho kept glancing at her hand, almost protectively, almost tenderly, as if the ring was not just jewelry, but a promise they both cherished deeply. Now, in the days following the event, something else began happening. Multiple Korean media outlets started releasing articles with suggestive titles hinting at romance, commitment, and a growing connection that can no longer be denied. Some journalists even used the phrase almost official, which has only fueled more excitement. But the most incredible part is how the couple themselves handled everything. No denial, no clarification, no attempt to hide, just calmness, grace, and a quiet, powerful sense of unity. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words, and in this case, their silence felt like confirmation. Lovely viewers, I want you to imagine being Hye Kyo right now. Reading the articles, seeing the fan reactions, watching videos of your hand being zoomed in thousands of times. Would you feel shy, proud, nervous, or would you smile softly knowing that the person who shares that matching ring with you is right there, supporting you quietly? Now imagine being Lee Minho, seeing fans call the rings couple rings, engagement hints, love symbols. Would you feel protective, excited? Would you want to reveal more? Or would you simply let the world guess, knowing that some things feel more magical when they're not explained? And as the days pass, fans are starting to notice that their interactions have become warmer, closer, more affectionate, even when they're not together physically. Their social media posts, their appearances, their choice of words during interviews, they all seem to reflect something deeper, something blossoming, something gentle yet powerful. Lovely viewers, the story doesn't end here. In fact, this might just be the beginning. Those matching diamond rings have opened the door to endless possibilities, and they've done it in the most romantic, subtle, breathtaking way possible. In the days after their stunning appearance, fans noticed an interesting shift, not only in how Lee Minho and Hye Kyo carried themselves, but in the way people around them reacted. Their staff members, usually quiet, composed, and professional, seemed unusually soft, almost careful, whenever the topic of the rings was brought up. When reporters asked about the symbolism behind the jewelry, both stars' teams didn't deny anything. Instead, they responded with a gentle, "We appreciate your interest," the kind of answer that says everything without saying anything at all. Lovely viewers, imagine you're working closely with them. You see the ring glinting on Hye Kyo's finger during rehearsals. You watch Lee Minho subtly adjust his own ring when he thinks no one is paying attention. You see their smiles, their quiet glances, the way they seem to carry a secret that the world is only beginning to discover. Wouldn't your heart melt? Wouldn't you feel like you're witnessing a precious chapter of history? But then, here's where things get even more heart-fluttering. A behind-the-scenes clip suddenly surfaced. It wasn't meant to go public at all. A staff member accidentally captured a moment where both stars crossed paths during a photoshoot rehearsal a day after the ring incident. And what did fans notice? As they walked by each other, Hye Kyo gave a tiny shy smile, one that lasts barely a second, but carries enough emotion to light up the entire fandom. Lee Minho, in return, gave a warm nod and touched the ring on his finger, almost instinctively, like the ring itself reminded him of her. Lovely viewers, imagine being the camera operator watching this. You're staring through your lens, and suddenly the two biggest stars in Asia share a tender, fleeting moment that feels almost too intimate. Would you freeze? Would you forget to press stop? Would your heart race? Because fans who saw the clip said they watched it over 100 times, trying to catch every detail. The curve of their smiles, the softness in their eyes, the warmth in their gestures. It felt like a secret conversation, exchanged without a single word. And then came the next clue. Hye Kyo posted a photo on her social media, a breathtaking artistic shot of her hand resting gently on a table. She didn't mention the ring. She didn't caption it. But there it was, the diamond ring catching the golden light like a silent confession. Fans flooded the comments with millions of heart emojis, theories, celebrations, and emotional breakdowns. "This can't be a coincidence," they wrote. "She's showing the world on purpose." But guess what happened next, lovely viewers? Lee Minho posted on his story just a few hours later, a black and white photo of his hand, casually resting near a script. And yes, his matching diamond ring was clearly visible too. Again, no explanation, no caption, no need for words. It felt like a perfect duet, a coordinated expression of mutual understanding. Imagine being a fan scrolling through their posts that day. First you see Hye Kyo's ring. Your eyes widen. You refresh the page. You rush to post the screenshot in your fan group. Everyone screams. Then suddenly someone says, "Lee Minho posted too." Hearts stop. People faint. Okay, not literally but emotionally. The fandom erupts in fireworks. Lovely viewers, this wasn't just coincidence. It was connection, harmony. A synchronized message shared across two different accounts, yet telling one powerful story. But the continuation doesn't end there. Insiders close to the entertainment industry started dropping hints on forums. One insider claimed that the rings weren't just matching, they were chosen together. That both stars visited the same jeweler late at night on separate days but asked for the same design, with a small customized detail only visible up close. Another hinted that the rings symbolize a milestone, something the couple wants to celebrate privately before making anything public. And then, prepare your hearts. There was a rumor circulating in the entertainment community that a private dinner took place days earlier. A quiet, intimate gathering with a small circle of trusted friends. Those who attended allegedly noticed that both stars were in an especially good mood. Warm, relaxed, laughing more than usual, sharing looks that spoke volumes. Lovely viewers, imagine sitting at that dinner table, watching Lee Minho lean in slightly when Song Hye Kyo speaks, watching her laugh softly at something he whispers, watching them look at each other with the kind of ease only two people deeply connected share. And then seeing the rings, glittering under the soft lights, resting proudly on their fingers. Wouldn't you feel like you were witnessing a real-life love story unfolding right before your eyes? The world has begun connecting the dots, and now the anticipation is bigger than ever. Fans are refreshing their feeds daily, waiting for the next clue. Media outlets are crafting headlines with words like possibility, commitment, and romantic symbolism. Their chemistry, their closeness, their silence, it all points to something beautiful blooming. Lovely viewers, as we continue this journey together, one thing is clear. The matching diamond rings weren't just an accessory moment. They were a message, a gentle, shining whisper that something precious exists between Song Hye Kyo and Lee Minho.